Hey guys, Daz and R here. Hope you guys have been alright. I haven't made a video for YouTube in a while. I've been focusing on posting reels and posts to my Instagram because it actually lets me post my videos and doesn't copyright strike them like YouTube does. YouTube kept like blocking all my dance videos, and it was really frustrating because I'm not just putting them up there for myself. I mean, I do it for myself, honestly, but it would be nice to have people watch them, get some appreciation, or have people in the future watch them too. So I started focusing my time more on Instagram. But I know I need to come back and talk to you guys, let you guys in the present and in the future know what's up. It's February 9th, I think, something like that. It's pretty early February. And right now, me and Cub are technically on the clock working. We're doing some political canvassing at the moment for Democrat Josh Wheel. He's running up against Randy Fine. And I'm not trying to get into politics or anything. I'm just getting paid, honestly. It's pretty good pay at the moment. And right now I'm just waiting around for more places to go visit. So I thought I'd do a quick little video to remind you once again that there's a lot of trash out there and we're all culpable to it. No matter where you are, you're gonna find trash these days. And it's impacting nature. And so many of our generation, millennials, Gen Z, we understand that there's this problem, but we don't really, by and large, participate in fixing it. We don't unify around and fix it. There are small little nonprofits out there that are definitely trying, and they'll come together occasionally a couple times a month, and they make a small but very useful impact. But by and large, most of this trash is never going to really get cleaned up. It's never really going to get picked up because we're not unifying around each other and this important planet that we have, this place we have to live. We're forgetting the sacredness of it because we're getting swept away in the needs that society demands of us. Money, having a job, having a place to live, all these things that we could figure out other ways to do, but we choose not to because some people are really addicted to it. Like any drug, like any codependency, some people really want to force everyone else to continue these unsustainable ways of life. And if we don't take action and collectively, with who we can, try and make a difference, this is just going to get worse. I talk to fishermen all the time, try and see how things are going on the river here specifically. Like, how's the fish? How's catching fish? How was catching fish 5 years ago? How was catching fish 10 years ago? Were you here 20 years ago fishing? And most people are going to tell me it's hard catching fish these days. It's not easy. And with the recent cold snap we had, like very recently, it's been very difficult. The fish kind of I don't know the exact what happened, but the fish have not been around as much. They started to come back because the heat started to come back here in Florida. But by and large, in general, they're telling me it's getting harder and harder to fish these spots. Fish are getting more rare, That makes it harder not just for fishermen, it makes it harder for all the birds. It makes it harder for the fish. And there's just so much pollution. There's so much fertilizer runoff. There's so much plastic, like I was showing you. And there's so few people giving back or even able to give back any time to try and make a difference to it. We all know we should. Most of us, at least. Maybe not all of us. Maybe some of us are still really immature or still really selfish and self-centered and not worried about other people, other animals, and our home. That's definitely a case out there. But a lot of us understand that things are not in a good position, especially ecologically speaking. Politics on planet Earth aside, like, you look at the environment, you go out on the beach, you go out on the rivers, you go out in the forests, you're gonna find trash that should not be there. I'll be like 6 or 7 miles deep in the forest and I stumble upon cans and bags and I'm like, what? And I'll pick it up. especially if I got room in my backpack or I have an extra bag on me. I'll just pick that up. Sometimes, it's more than you can handle. You run upon a dump site essentially in the middle of the forest. Or here, I don't have any bag to take care of this today. I need to reload my car, but I also wasn't expecting to make a video and show you all this trash that's just everywhere. We need to be rewarding people properly to help clean this up, but we're not. We're rewarding each other to stay wage slaves, essentially, and to keep working in generally unsatisfying positions, while the real satisfying part of life is slipping away from us. It's bonkers. We all know it's bonkers. It's only going to change when we put in more effort. When we at least put in effort to do things with our friends to make a change with this. When you try and get involved with community events to make a change. But we're just not doing that. I don't know if it's because we're all trapped by money, if we're all trapped by distractions and instant gratification. But I know things are just not getting better. And I don't want to blame any one generation. We all have a hand in this. The boomers, the Gen Z, the Gen X, millennials, and even the alphas. We all play a role in this. We're all on this planet together. And we're all watching it go to the wayside and being distraught largely. And there's a lot of blame game going around. But you don't have to blame another person or another faction or another people or another race or anything. You can just try. You can just set an example. And maybe it doesn't take off, but the best thing you can do is keep at it. Or else we'll all just kind of lose hope. I go through that phase too. What's the point when no one else wants to participate by and large? But there's definitely people participating. I'm participating. I'm not the only one doing it. There's lots of people trying. And I know you probably try. Occasionally you probably try to make a difference in this world. I'm not trying to put you down or coerce you into feeling bad. I'm just trying to tell you aliens in the future. I don't know who I'm exactly talking to in these videos. I get dozens to maybe 100 views, but just don't give up on putting in effort. We need more of it, or we're in trouble. Technology is coming for everything we know, and it'll take everything we know unless we find a balance. And first we have to find a balance with our planet. First we have to find a balance with ourselves. And if we don't do that, we will get swept away in technology and lost, instead of keeping what makes us whole and incorporating technology around that. That's what I'm really afraid of right now. The apathy that's growing for everything we have, everything we know. And that's just going to keep growing as more and more of this kind of goes to the wayside. If we don't put in the effort, there will just be more apathy in generations like the alphas or the betas that come next. They will care less and less about this natural world that's disappearing, that we let disappear, because we couldn't figure out how to give more attention to it. We can barely give attention to the people around us anymore. I really hope for us. I don't know what I hope in besides that anymore. All right. I gotta go. I'm getting a call. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that cool fun stuff. Appreciate you guys.